It's never easy saying goodbye to someone from Seattle Grace, but for some, Grey's Anatomy exits hit harder than others. Which is why we're revisiting the departures that really shook us, from the ones that made us ugly cry and those that came as a relief. It won't bring anyone back, but it might make us feel better. 10. Kate Walsh as Addison Montgommery. She wasn't the first to leave, but Addison's exit really surprised us. Not only was she a fan favorite, but her colleagues were upset at her departure, and not for the reason you might think. When Kate joined the cast of Grey's, it was supposed to be a cameo, only her character was so popular that Addison was around for seasons before overstaying her welcome, because both fans and writers wanted to see more of MerDer. But rather than getting rid of Addison through death or injury, the actress got a happy ending. In fact, she got 6 seasons of happy endings in a spin-off called Private Practice. Sadly, not everyone was thrilled. Back at Seattle Grace, jealousy was unleashed, and not everyone understood how Kate managed to secure that deal. One of the loudest critics was Katherine Heigl, but if she'd known what her own future held, she wouldn't have kicked up a fuss. Then again, if she had behaved, we wouldn't get to add her name to this list. 9. Katherine Heigl as Izzy Stevens. Izzy shocked fans with her sudden exit, but behind the scenes, that departure was years in the making. It started with an Emmy nomination. Instead of celebrating, Katherine withdrew her name because she felt that she hadn't had good enough scenes to warrant the award, which was seen as a major snub to Grey's creator, Shonda Rhimes. So Izzy's days in Seattle were numbered, and Miss Heigl became the reason that Shondaland created its no assholes on set rule. This drama wasn't the only reason she left, though. The other was family. Katherine explained that starting a family made her reevaluate her career. She added, "It changed my desire to work full-time, but there wasn't a great way to compromise the work schedule." Well, not if you ask showrunner Krista Vernoff, who explained that she couldn't write a great send-off for Izzy because of Katherine. The day before it was supposed to start shooting, we got a call that Katie wasn't coming. It became my job to reimagine a script that didn't include Izzy. The actress denies this, telling the media, "The rumors that I refused to return were totally untrue." While we'll likely never know exactly what happened, her diva-esque behavior was also the reason we never saw her return. Magical Beach or not. Our next exit is free of scandal, but still packs a heartbreaking punch. 8. Jesse Williams as Jackson Avery. Compared to other exits, Jackson's send-off was the stuff that dreams are made of, despite being unexpected. Wait, was it expected? Not really. Jesse's role was scaled back a full season ahead of his exit, at his request. It wasn't because of any beef, though. Amazingly, Jesse wanted to try Broadway. Sure, the play was postponed because of the pandemic, but it's the start of a changing career for Mr. Williams, because the former schoolteacher is so new to the world of acting, and he's eager to try new things. To do that, he needed time away from Grey's, which he spent many months every year filming. So, when his contract expired in 2019, he chose not to renew it. Instead, he's been busy with a bunch of projects in front of and behind the camera. Now for a twist. Despite the outcry that Jackson left, there was a large group who celebrated the departure. According to Reddit, Jackson's storyline is one of the least popular on the show, thanks to his constant relationship drama. Speaking of that drama, let's move on to the main culprit. 7. Sarah Drew as April Kepner. As much as they adored her boo, fans were divided about April, especially once Matthew spoiled the whole Japril thing. That really upset Sarah Drew, who told Hollywood Reporter, "I've never been shy about wanting Japril to be an endgame. It's what I wanted the whole time." The actress got her wish when she returned for Jackson's final episode, but it nearly didn't happen. April's exit was sudden, and Sarah was just as surprised as we were to learn that her character was going. But rather than be salty about it, this actress took it in her stride. Sarah admitted, "I was told that the show had too many characters and that they needed to downsize because they couldn't service all of the characters effectively. They didn't want any of us to be left in the background and not get much of a story." The same could not be said for her fans, who blamed Ellen Pompeo for April's departure. After Ellen became the highest-paid actress in television, rumors emerged that her financial win came at the cost of Sarah's salary. In response, Krista released a statement explaining it as a creative decision. At least Sarah didn't have any bad feelings about it. The actress told People, Being let go was painful when it happened, but in retrospect, it feels right, like a good time to move on.
I will never close the door on my family at Gray's, but I'm still super connected to my people over there, and the fans are awesome.
Weirdly, it wasn't the first time a Grey's actor had been surprised to hear they were being written off. 6. Giacomo Gianniotti as Andrew DeLuca. Giacomo scored a pretty enviable bonus when he was cast as DeLuca. He'd go on to become the love interest for the series lead and an advocate for mental health issues. His story made for epic television and added a bunch of pressure to the writers for an appropriate send-off. But while DeLuca's death surprised viewers and his co-stars, the actor knew how he'd be written off. Giacomo explained, "At that time in the script, to protect the integrity of the storyline, it didn't say whether he died or not, so everyone was on the edge of their seats wanting the answer. Then something good happened. After writing his death scene, Krista Vernoff admitted that we could see Andrew again. While we wait to see how that will happen, let's turn our attention to another cast member we want to see again." 5. Sandra Oh as Cristina Yang. We're still not over Cristina leaving for Switzerland. Sandra's fans are hoping we'll see Cristina again, even if it's just a single episode. But is the actress on board?
I'm not coming back.
In 2013, Sandra told TV Line that she'd love to come back for a series finale, but over time, she's become less enthusiastic about it. Last year, she admitted, "I get the Greys question regularly, and today, my answer is no."
I have a new love in my life now.
It echoes why she left in the first place. The actress felt that after a decade as Cristina, she wanted to move on. Sandra explained, "Creatively, I really gave it my all. It's interesting to play a character for so long and to get the sense that she wants to be let go as well." So while Cristina moved on to bigger and better things in Switzerland, Sandra did the same in Hollywood. Even though it hurt, we had another heartbreak to distract us. 4. T.R. Knight as George O'Malley. When George passed away, Grey's fans were stunned. While we mourned, the actor was feeling a little relieved because he could not handle the off-screen drama anymore. Off-camera, TR was unhappy, and for good reason. In addition to George's less-than-exciting storyline in the 5th season, there was major beef between TR and Isaiah Washington, who played Dr. Burke. After an exchange of nasty comments and a physical altercation, Isaiah was fired, but 2 seasons later, Knight was asked to leave. Although, other than hinting that he wasn't entirely happy, he's never said anything more about it. The actor elaborated, "There just comes a time when it's so clear that moving on is the best decision. In the end, I needed to be fulfilled in my work." That's how he feels now, because the actor has gone on to star in several other roles and even returned to Grey's in Meredith Fever Dreams. He wasn't alone. 3. Chyler Leigh as Lexie Gray. After her final bloody and dramatic appearance on the show, Chyler revealed that despite fans being shocked at how her character was written off, it wasn't unexpected. She admitted, "I made the decision that season 8 would be my last." But what prompted Chyler's decision to leave the show? Family. Before she left, the actress took leave to spend more time with her hubby and kids. First, her eldest son was diagnosed with autism. Then, her second and third children were diagnosed with ADHD and Asperger's. To add insult to injury, Chyler was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. With all that at home, the actress decided that she should turn her attention from her career to her family. But it was really tough to say goodbye to her on-screen family. Chyler admitted, "I cried for hours after we finished filming, but I thought it was a beautiful way to go."
But it was an emotional experience, yeah.
Since then, her home life has become easier to navigate, and she has returned to work to play Alex in Supergirl. Speaking about Alex. 2. Justin Chambers as Alex Karev. When Justin Chambers hung up his lab coat in 2020, the internet was outraged. His fans started a social media campaign called #JusticeForKarev to bring Alex back. Viewers were convinced that Shondaland had a lot in store for Karev, so when he disappeared unseen, it led to a lot of heartbreak. But not for the actor, because Justin realized it was time to diversify. He explained, "It's been a big chunk of my life, but Grey's has been very supportive, and I'm very grateful. It's been a great ride." However, that ride ended when Krista decided how to get rid of Karev. The showrunner explained, "There were 3 choices. Kill Alex off camera, have Alex be alive and in Seattle and still married to Joe, and we just never see him, or reunite him with Izzy. Even though fans hated those options and begged for more, Krista doesn't regret anything, adding, "There would have been at least as big an outcry if we had killed that character off camera." She has a point. After all, the last time they tried to kill someone off screen, it ended badly. Are you ready for the most shocking Grey's Anatomy exit of all time? 1. Patrick Dempsey as Derek Shepherd. When Patrick Dempsey was cast, he didn't have his famous nickname. The only reason McDreamy earned the moniker was because he was charming in his audition. This helped establish Derek's character as a medical Prince Charming without secrets. Okay, except for the fact that he was married when he met Meredith. But other than that, no shady secrets. Surprisingly, there was a downside to being considered the perfect man. The actor developed an ego, leading to some very nightmarish behavior. In a recent book about Grey's Anatomy, the truth behind Patrick's exit is revealed, and it's not pretty. Executive producer James Perriott once admitted that Patrick gave his co-stars PTSD, and it's all because he was fed up. James explained, he was done with the show. He didn't like the inconvenience of coming in and working. He and Shonda were at each other's throats. The tension got so bad that Shonda threatened to quit if Patrick stayed, so he had to go. But fans did not like it. They started a Change.com petition to reinstate the character, and Shonda received endless hate mail once he left. Hopefully, Shonda and Krista have learned from these exits, and the next time we say farewell to one of our favorite doctors, it won't be as tricky. For more info about the Grey's cast, check out our other videos. Until next time, stay awesome!